Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well today. Before we start, please take one moment to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. Your engagement helps millions of learners discover English through real, powerful stories. Thank you so much. Today I want to tell you a story, a very personal one. A story about the first day I ever set foot in America. A story about fear, hope, confusion, and a moment that changed my life forever. This is the story of how I arrived in New Jersey as a young immigrant from Poland with nothing but one suitcase and a dream that felt way too big for me. Let's begin. Chapter 1: The Flight. I still remember the feeling when the airplane started landing. I looked out the window and I saw a city I had only seen in movies. New York City glowing in the distance. My heart was beating fast. My English was terrible. My accent was heavy. My hands were shaking. I kept telling myself, this is real. This is happening. You're not dreaming anymore. And then, the plane touched the ground. I had officially arrived in the United States of America. Chapter 2: The Airport. Walking through Newark Airport was like entering another universe. People were speaking fast, running everywhere, coffee in one hand, phones in the other. I felt like the slowest person in the building. A security officer looked at my passport and started speaking quickly. Purpose of visit? I froze. I understood maybe 2 words. I took a deep breath and answered slowly. I'm here to start a new life. Work, live, learn English. He stared at me for a second. That felt like 10 minutes. Then he smiled and said, "Welcome to America. Next." My knees almost collapsed. That one sentence felt like a door opening in front of me. Chapter 3: First Steps Outside. When I stepped outside the airport, the air smelled different, more humid, more busy, more alive, and everything was bigger. The cars, the streets, the buildings, even the sky felt bigger. I felt incredibly small. But for the first time in a long time, I also felt free. Chapter 4: The Taxi Ride. I got into a yellow taxi and the driver asked, "Where to?" I repeated the address. I had practiced all night in Poland. "East Orange, New Jersey, please." The driver said, "Got it." And off we went. I watched every building like it was part of a movie. Billboards, fast food restaurants, people laughing on the street, kids running, friends talking loudly in English. Everything felt unreal. But then, I felt something else, a feeling I didn't expect. I felt alone, really alone. For the first time, I realized how far from home I was. Chapter 5. The Apartment. My new apartment was small, very small. 1 room, 1 bed, 1 window. The landlord was kind, but he spoke fast, and I barely understood a word. He said, "Heat's included. Don't lose the keys. Mailboxes are downstairs. Trash goes out Tuesday and Friday." I nodded like I understood everything. But in truth, I understood nothing. I sat on the bed, looked at the 4 walls around me, and whispered, "What did I just do?" That night, I didn't sleep, not even a minute. I kept thinking, how am I going to survive here? How will I work? How will I speak to people? What if I fail? Chapter 6. The Shop Owner. The next morning, I walked outside to buy water and bread. I found a small corner store, and the owner, a middle-aged woman, smiled at me. She said, "Good morning, sweetie. What can I get you?" Her voice was warm, strong, comforting. I tried to speak. "Water and bread, please." She didn't judge me. She didn't laugh. She didn't correct my English. She just nodded and said, "Welcome to the neighborhood." In that moment, I realized something important. Not everyone would understand my English, but some people would understand my heart. That woman was the first American who made me feel like I belonged. Chapter 7. The Street Mistake. Later that day, I asked a man for directions. "Excuse me, where's the bus stop?" He responded so fast, I didn't catch anything. I panicked. My face turned red. I kept repeating, "Sorry, sorry." Again? He sighed loudly and walked away. I stood there on a sidewalk in New Jersey, feeling stupid, weak, and invisible. But at the same time, I promised myself something. One day I will speak English, and I will speak it well. Chapter 8. The First Night of Hope. That night, I sat by the window in my tiny apartment. Cars were passing by, sirens in the distance, people talking outside, and I thought, if millions of immigrants did it, I can do it too. For the first time since arriving, I felt a little bit of hope. A small voice inside me whispered, "This is only the beginning. You're going to make it." Chapter 9. What my first day taught me. Looking back, my first day in America was a storm of emotions. Fear, confusion, loneliness, and hope. But that day taught me something I will never forget. You don't need perfect English to start a new life. You just need courage, and the courage grows, one day at a time. If this story touched you, please take one moment to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps this channel grow and helps millions of learners feel understood, motivated, and confident in their English journey. Thank you for listening. And remember, Every immigrant has a story. This one was mine. I'll see you in the next episode.